morning and welcome back to yet another episode of the 6ixYardBox podcast for episode 85, right? Yes. I usually have that on lock. Okay, 85. We're here on a Thursday reviewing the Champions League games that have gone on.
Bro, I just want to keep clip farming intros, bro. We were just looking at our old intros and they're low-key so class.
Like, I know.
For all of our podcast listeners, like on the actual podcast apps, we put like a little teaser at the beginning of every episode. And man, we've been cooking with those.
We have been cooking. Personal favorite?
The Onana one.
The Onana one. Yeah, I gotta be Onana.
You'll bring that back. I just know it. I just know it. Yeah. I love how like a third of them are about Arsenal.
Yeah. I do edit the pod.
That's the pod.
I'm here today with Blake over to my left, Antoine diagonal from me. We're actually in our normal spots today. Guys, first of all, I want to pose to you, how was your experience watching them? How did we enjoy them overall?
The day one was very
classic.
Okay. It was okay. The Arsenal game was good. The Madrid game was.
I thought it was very good.
I thought it was a mediocre game, to be honest.
Really?
But day two was very frustrating for me.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
I couldn't really watch day one. I was busy again. Which is unfortunate. But day two was good too. I saw a Liverpool game. I didn't watch the 12:45 game, which was
Inter final.
Good
little game.
Yeah.
I actually did.
Which went exactly how I was expected.
Which
went exactly how I expected that game.
Yeah, as everyone expected.
Pretty much.
No.
What did anyone have Feyenoord winning?
I meant dominated the game.
Yeah.
Clean sheet.
Yeah, grass is green.
But that was my biggest thing with Inter. I said it's gonna be hard for teams to break them down, especially like Feyenoord. Like,
I mean, yeah.
And then they got the goal. Lautaro Martinez.
How are our predictions doing?
Oh,
I'll tell you, mine is in shambles.
yeah. How are the predictions doing, boys? How are the predictions doing?
Julian's. What did you say for? Well, you predicted Villa, right? You predicted. Who'd you predict out Dortmund and Lille?
Lille.
You predicted Arsenal, obviously, and then you predicted Madrid. And then out of yesterday's games, you predicted Inter. You predicted Bayern. You predicted Barca.
And
you predicted Liverpool. Looking good.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. All right, so Arsenal's winning the Champions League, guys.
Pretty much. I think
it'll look good in the round of 16, and then it'll crumble from there.
We know how this goes.
We know how this goes with Arsenal. It's the history.
You want to talk a big game? Should we?
There's no. We're not starting with that. No, please. I need to warm up before. I need to warm up.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's start with the Tuesday games really quickly, and then we'll go into Wednesday. Do we want to hit like every single game? How much do we care?
I say we talk about every single
Villa?
game, but we don't have to like go into. Every
Of course.
single game.
Okay, so Bruges Villa. How we feel about that?
This was a game that I watched in its entirety.
Shout out Tyrone Mings, man.
Yeah, Tyrone Mings had a great game, but as a whole, Villa did not have a great game. I think the scoreline doesn't reflect how the game actually went. Club Brugge, I think, played an excellent game. I think they were dominating throughout the entirety of the game. Talbi and Sabe on the right side, two players that I'm discovering, I think, this summer or next summer will probably be in bigger clubs. This whole team might get robbed this summer. Big clubs will be looking for
Bruges.
Bruges. They might get robbed this summer. You have Maxime de Kuiper on the left who had a decent Euros, wasn't starting for Belgium.
Yeah, who is this
guy? Came on towards the later stages of the tournament and played very well. Now gets man of the match against Villa with a very nice and well orchestrated goal. Then you have on the right side Sabe, who I just mentioned. I thought had a great game. And in the midfield, this new guy, this Swiss guy, Jashari, controlled the game from minute 1 to minute 70.
Is he a little boy?
He's I think he's 22 years old.
Okay.
He's a defensive midfielder.
Just on the cusp.
Yeah. But
Graduating from the program.
I really don't have much analysis on him except from the fact that he was almost in control that entire game. He's relentless in the pressure against that Villa midfield. And I'm really excited to see where he goes because he's a player that really, really impressed me. But yeah.
I'm glad you locked into this game because I certainly didn't.
This was a game that really interested me because I said that Club Brugge was going to go through. I still want to stand by that. I thought they played well, but scoring 2 goals at Villa Park is going to be tough.
Yeah.
There's harder mountains to climb. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was like pretty much the same at 1 XG each, maybe 1.3 XG each. And we're not talking about XG as the end all be all. We know that.
Yes.
Coming from a later game. But Bruges dominated possession too.
They did.
And if I don't know, it's not impossible. 3-1's not a huge deficit.
It's not.
And Villa have been. I've said this ever since the transferred window fiasco. I feel like Villa have taken a bit of a step back.
Yeah. It's the fact that it's at Villa Park that worries me for Bruges in the second leg. If the first leg was at Villa Park and the result was 3-1, I'd be much more optimistic given the performance that Club Bruges put out. But it's looking very rough.
True.
I agree. Okay, yeah. So we're looking at Aston Villa, probably like a 70% chance going through.
Yeah, maybe 80-20 at this point.
Yeah, honestly. Let's go on to Dortmund. Lille, we had one of my favorite type of goals happen.
Oh my God.
From Karim Adeyemi. Oh my goodness. Grass cutters, I think, are more satisfying than bicycle kicks.
They're so good.
That's like almost not a carbon copy, but the same type of goal as Thiago in the Champions League. My apologies. Thiago in the Champions League 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago. Sandwiches.
That's what that was hot as fuck. Anyway, you know.
Thank you. The best type of goals, though, seriously.
Oh my God, so good.
Genuinely.
So nice.
Genuinely.
So nice.
I didn't pay much attention to this game beyond that, but I thought that goal was sexy. And then Lille equalized with like 20 minutes to go, and that means that next week we're heading over to France.
Poor.
Oh my God. You know, it's 2025 and he doesn't have an ad blocker.
Yeah, that's
weird?
one.
That's very
My
weird.
ad blocker got blocked.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that.
Yeah, I can't use it anymore. So now I have a different one, but YouTube tells me
that you have
that
to
you
turn
can't
it on.
use ad blockers.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Dude.
fucking disgusting.
Man, Signal
The
Iduna
game
Park
is
is like the best. It might be the best looking stadium and atmosphere in the world.
It's up there.
It's like so aesthetically.
It's up there for sure. This game was mostly this is the game I had on my laptop with the Madrid game on the TV, obviously. So I was kind of not paying that much attention to it, but here and there I would glance at the laptop.
Yeah.
It was mostly a tale of two halves, and Dortmund, who dominated the first half and I thought had a decent first half. Again, with Dortmund this season, it's not exceptional at all. It's not convincing.
Yeah.
But in the Champions League, there seems to be that different kind of aura to them. It's almost Real Madrid. I'm not going to compare them to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But in the Champions League, they don't necessarily need to play well, just like Real Madrid, to win games. And I thought this was kind of one of those performances. Lille in the second half looked very, very promising. And the second leg in Lille is going to be very interesting.
Wait, I'm not stupid. Dortmund were in the final last year, no?
Yeah, they were.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why
Shout out my boy JD with an assist, man.
JD?
Whoa. That was too close to a political name that I'm not shouting out.
Okay.
Shout out Jonathan David.
Thank you.
For an assist.
Okay.
Not the political. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. It's not this real politics
JD? I'm trying to
podcast.
think.
The vice
Jonathan
president.
David.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to think of the political figure. See, I'm not tapped in like that.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
PSV 1, Arsenal 7. Blake, how are we feeling? I said penalty potential.
Yeah, because you're a fraud.
Okay, wait 1 second.
Yeah.
Ethan Mbappe had his debut for Lille.
Oh.
Horrible.
Okay.
Not good at all.
You just hated it.
Disappointed me for sure. You could tell that the pressure got to him.
Is he even rated, or is he like the Bronny James syndrome?
No, he's not. He's not the
comparison.
Bronny James syndrome because he's still. You can still see there's talent in him, but
I mean, Brian James has talent.
I think Liga for now is where he needs to flourish, and then you can start. And then you can start him in the round of 16 games in the Champions League. Putting him in the deep end right away is kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
He's a midfielder,
He's been coming off the bench for Lille in Ligue 1 games here and there. Yeah, he's a midfielder. But starting in the Champions League is out of position too.
How old is he
insane.
now?
He is 18 years old.
Okay, he's got time. Speaking of Bronny James, I don't know if you saw this, but Bleacher Report posted a highlight of him getting a rebound and then missing a three.
Yeah, they always do that.
I love it, bro.
It's
I
so-
love
it's so
the
funny.
narrative.
What are we
I think
doing?
I think it's
So
really funny.
What do we
so
do?
funny.
I think it's just a meme at this point how they highlight everything
Yeah.
from Bronny.
It's so funny. Sorry, back to Arsenal.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah. It was just frustrating because I couldn't watch the game.
Yeah.
I was
Penalty potential though.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, nobody had our
I mean,
Arsenal
I-
doing this well against.
I mean,
PSV.
Naps did probably. He said he would.
Not even Naps had them doing
No, he
this
did.
well.
He
I know he
He said
Destroy
that
them.
destroy them.
He
What
said
did they do?
He said 5-0 in aggregate.
Okay,
he said
but
5-1.
You know what's crazy?
No one is going to predict 7.
Yeah.
7 goals.
You know what's
That's
great? We didn't even. I'm pretty sure they dominated possession. Like they had more possession.
Did they?
I'm like almost positive.
See, this is a game.
I mean, the
that-
XG was very kind of close
Yeah, they
as
had
well.
more-
You were just very clinical in this
Like,
one, Blake.
We just scored every chance, and Martin Odegaard finally played like Martin Odegaard, and it was so good to see.
Mhm.
And it just shows when like your players play to the best of their ability, good things can happen. I don't have much to say on this game. I didn't watch the whole game. massive amount of game I actually watched was like the 65th onward. So the game was already done and dusted.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was just good to see people get on the score sheet. You know, Marino with another goal, Timber with a goal. You had Trossard pop up. You had Waneri pop up. You had everyone just contributing in their own way. I thought the penalty was weird. You said it was a penalty. I'm not going to cry about it. It doesn't matter.
I thought the penalty was clear.
Yeah. And the only thing I would say is the Miles Lewis Skelly stock is slowly dying because he's getting a little reckless, lad.
Yeah, it's he needs to learn to compose himself.
I think
when
so.
he's already on a yellow.
I think so as well.
You're getting booked in the first 30 minutes of the game. That's already one.
And he got taken off because of that, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did actually. 35th
So-
minutes. That's here.
And honestly, Ricardo Calafiore is so good attacking, so it's not even a terrible sub.
His versatility as a player, I think, is very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah.
He seems comfortable in almost every position he plays, and he scored that last goal for you guys, and it looked natural.
It was
for him.
gross,
I was
yeah.
talking about the whole vibe around Arsenal before this game. The whole vibe around Arsenal was really, really down.
Mhm.
You're basically done in the league. Your whole squad is injured. You have nothing much to offer going forward. You haven't been scoring goals as of late, but all of a sudden now, the incentive, it's kind of flipped.
Yeah.
The kind of aura that Arsenal holds now is kind of flipped just because of that 1-7-1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's huge. The last thing I'm saying, we gotta carry this on into the league. Obviously, the league is over, but we can't just be like, league's over. Let's just wait for Real Madrid in 3 weeks. No, like you have to keep up the good performances, keep the vibes going, keep the form up. Because if we just drop off in the league and still have these 0-0s and 1-0 losses, then the aura and the vibe that we just gained through this amazing win against PSV is completely shut off.
I hate that you hit this form right before you play United. Fuck you.
Oh. I don't even care about that game.
I think Arsenal look at their schedule and see United and just
Oh no, me as well. Like I'm feeling just.
They'll probably
at
win,
this
though.
point, do you put all your eggs in the Champions League basket?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like mentally, yeah.
Okay.
But you can't just phone it in the Prem. You still gotta show up.
Well, top 4 is practically secured.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Second's practically secured. If we
pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, would it be frowned upon to, dare I say, bench some good players on?
I wouldn't blame you. Like Liverpool will be doing the same thing. Obviously,
Yeah,
I mean their
like,
position is a little bit more secured.
I think who do we have Forest at the weekend? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah,
Liverpool,
United
I feel like, is a little different.
Is it?
Oh. What?
That's why I bring it up.
No.
That you get into
yeah,
this
United.
right before you play United.
Oh.
We play each other on Sunday.
March
Yeah.
9th.
Wow.
Okay.
I feel so like apathetic towards it. Like I could not care less about that game.
You're gonna win that game probably. It'd be so Arsenal for you guys to win that game.
It would be.
Yeah.
But like, how much would it matter? Like, I can't even rub it in your face if we win.
Yeah.
Oh, you know you would.
I would try, but
Yeah, no,
they
you
wouldn't
would.
do anything to him. Likewise, if they won.
Unless if there's like a controversial decision in the game that would get Blake upset, then you wouldn't be able to rattle him.
Oh my god, if like Ithwaneri like Ugarte breaks his leg. Oh
that
my
is
god.
I can see that happening. Ugarte's a dog.
Why would you ever say that? I hope your whole team. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, we can move on.
Okay. Let's move on to the big one of that day, which was Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. I really enjoyed this game. Maybe because I wasn't watching it constantly, Antoine, but I did have the Golasso show on.
Okay,
So it was mostly
So
this
what's that?
game.
So the Golasso show basically would just hand to Arsenal.
Wait,
every
hold
2
on.
seconds.
How'd you watch that show?
A VPN, and then I just bought
Right.
which one? CBS, Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus.
What's so controversial about that?
Yeah, what's so controversial about that?
I'm what?
You're slow today, man.
What?
I'm calling him out for using a streaming.
Whoa! You mean a VPN?
Do you not get it?
What's wrong with using a VPN? Illegal stream?
Whoa!
Whoa! We're talking about VPN.
A VPN is perfectly legal.
Yeah.
All right, and I pay for my Paramount Plus subscription.
Yeah. Okay. What? Streamies? What's wrong with that?
Whoa! Okay. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. I was saying that they mostly had this game going on the Golasso show, but I was mostly paying attention to it when the goals were happening, and the goals were fucking sexy.
Yeah. The goals, like,
Yeah.
we were gifted 3 great goals. Like,
Yes.
it was nothing to say about that, but the actual contents of the game
Raheem
itself, I
Diaz,
thought was
man.
very disappointing. Great player.
Raheem Diaz, man.
I love players that like
Hey, another City youngster they let go. Might I add?
bad business. I love players that like resurge, like Brahim Diaz,
Yes.
like Odegaard, like help me out.
You need to come up with your own
Help me
example.
out. Like Gnabry,
Yeah.
Vinicius was low key that.
like Vinicius.
He
He,
was-
kind of came back.
Okay.
Yeah,
He was getting
that's a
some
good
hate for a little
one.
bit there. Yeah.
Like Rafinha,
Oh,
which we'll talk
Rafinha's
about.
a prime example.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about Rafinha.
I love that. I love that narrative arc, and it shows. I think it shows a certain type of player that doesn't give up on themselves, and that's like the most important thing in anything in life. Is if you think and you believe that you're the best and you can do the best at something, you keep going because then your hard work and your dedication will pay off, and it has paid off for Brahim Diaz and Real
Oh
Madrid.
my
in
god!
this
Someone
game.
put some motivational music behind that.
You
Wow.
can tell Brahim Diaz. You can tell Brahim Diaz wants to succeed so bad
Yeah.
with Real Madrid.
Yes.
Just from the way he plays. He's been loaned out for the past 2 years, and the celebration with the fans after scoring that goal, it's just, you can tell he just wants to win so bad, and he considers Real Madrid genuinely like a family to him.
Yeah,
It's
Mm.
actually it's incredible.
Let's talk about the Rodrigo
happy
goal
for him.
too.
Sorry?
The Rodrigo goal too.
The Rodrigo goal too. The pass on that Rodrigo goal, Fede Valverde might be creeping up towards one of the best players in the world.
And
now.
then he almost earned a penalty a couple of minutes later.
Yeah.
He had was it Javi Galan?
Yeah, Javi Galan.
That's
He had
his
him on
name?
skates.
Had him on absolute
He
skates.
had him on
Had him in
skates,
absolute
skates,
shambles in the first couple of
skates.
minutes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not want to be dealing with Rodrigo.
He's so good, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Valverde.
like
better
he's
than Saka, by
genuinely
the way.
like
Who?
Oh no, sorry, Rodrigo.
What?
He's better than Saka.
Right. Saka hasn't played a game in 3 months.
Yeah,
anyway.
but he's better.
no.
No, he's just okay.
Okay.
We're not doing this again.
No, because
I
you're
don't
not.
want-
No. I'm not having this debate after my star boy hasn't played in 3 fucking months. All right,
Please, we're not.
we're not doing it. He's the second best right winger in the world. He's the second best right winger. Who's better?
This is why when talking about Arsenal fans, everybody just doesn't like
Oh
this.
my god, you guys don't
Blake, please, I
understand.
genuinely, I don't want to get into this. I don't
You
want to
guys
get
don't
into this.
understand, bro.
I do not want to get into
You don't
this.
understand. You don't.
In terms of clutch, in terms of digging your team out the slumps,
Yep.
Rodrigo.
Saka,
no,
Saka,
just
Saka,
no,
Saka
brother.
scored against
Look at
Liverpool.
every.
Saka scored against Manchester City. Saka scored against Bayern. Saka should have scored 2 against Bayern. I'm bringing that up, by the way.
Scored 2
All you
against
fucking
Bayern.
bastards. I saw some people in the comments saying like, "Oh, Saka literally stuck his leg out. Have you ever watched a Real Madrid game? You fucking cunt." Sorry.
Brother, if you look at any
Lord.
clutch moment and a moment where a player needs to carry his team, Real Madrid have not been playing well in the Champions League. They don't need to play well to get good results. They don't need to play well to win. Rodrigo's a prime example of that. He scores in moments where Real Madrid absolutely need him. Look at what was it, Chelsea 2 years ago, or was it City? No,
it was City.
It was
It
City.
was the 2 goals in the final couple of minutes.
Saka's just not doing that, and I
Cool.
don't want to get into
Cool.
this.
I
argument.
think
Cool.
their play styles are incredibly
not getting
different.
into this
I don't
argument.
think
Please,
Saka could
please.
score.
Cool.
Can I talk,
Please.
please? Can I talk, please?
No, I can't.
Before you have a screaming match at us for bringing up just logical points here where I'm trying to see your side, please. I think they have 2 very distinct play styles where one could not do what the other can do. I don't think Saka can score the type of goal that Rodrigo scored against Atletico Madrid on Tuesday, but a lot of what Saka does in terms of dictating the play, in terms of facilitating and leading his team, I don't think Rodrigo can do in the same way. More of like around like a playmaking aspect here. They're very different kind of players and with different types of play styles. That's why I'm more eager to talk about the Saka versus Yamal debates, because I see more similarities there in what they bring to the game. Go ahead, Blake.
Can we please not get into this for too
No.
long?
Because
He only has 6 goals and
No,
5
no,
We're
assists.
not, also, that's crazy. That's a stupid argument. The
I'm
goal.
not even
contribution
talking
thing?
about the argument. I want to talk about Saka against the Big Six. I'm trying to find like a good stat, but his like record against the Big Six is like insane. You realize that, right?
I do understand.
No,
that.
but you're talking about clutch. You're talking about
I'm talking
game
about-
breakability.
Yeah, I'm
and then
talking
you
about
just-
big games and accolades
I
as
just
a
told
player.
you big game.
Yeah.
And accolades, motherfucker. He plays for the fucking greatest team of all time. Like, and you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna bring up Speed right now. And I am gonna bring up Speed because he said, "Oh, I don't know why like trophies and whatever define a player." And like the Ballon d'Or is different. He wasn't really cooking on that, but Speed, in his debut with the the CBS boys and Kate, which I thought was really well done. I really liked the way they did that. I thought it was cool. What Speed said, he was like, I don't know why trophies and like all of these accolades have to totally define a player. And he was trying to talk about how Messi was not as good as Ronaldo. But in football, we don't just watch for winning a trophy, because if we did, there wouldn't be fans for the 19 other teams that play in the leagues. So, using that logic, why, just because you said, I don't know, the accolades or whatever, Saka hasn't been in a team that could win those accolades.
Yeah, he's been in England, who could have won the Euros two times in a row.
And
he hasn't done it.
As of this month, he has 5 goal involvements in his career against United, 5 against Chelsea, 5 against Tottenham, 3 goals against Liverpool, 2 goals against City. I don't know how you look at this guy and say he's not a big game player.
I never said he wasn't a big game player. I'm saying that Rodrigo in big games is more clutch than Saka is.
But Saka hasn't.
It's just true.
But Saka's barely even played in big games, and he's still shown that he's done it. Saka, in the biggest game of his career, the Champions League quarterfinal against Bayern, scored in that game.
That is not the biggest game of his career. I promise you it is not.
And
he's played 2 Euros finals and hasn't won both of them.
In the biggest game of his club career. Yeah, and that's only his fault? Where the fuck is...
I'm not saying that
Where's Rodrigo's...
I'm talking
where's
about
Rodrigo's trophy? Where's Rodrigo's international trophy?
Brother, I'm not saying that's his fault. I'm just saying in big games, in finals where it counts, Rodrigo performs better.
Yeah, but okay, in the semifinals of the... When did Saka score that 1 goal in the last Euros? Was it semifinals?
Against Switzerland?
Yeah.
That was the quarterfinals, I think.
Okay, the quarterfinals. Another big game moment that he shows up. And again, if goals and assists, if you're just saying that he needs to have a goal and assist in a big game to prove that, then you're going against your own argument.
No, I'm not saying that's just not what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, like, if you want to bring up specific scenarios, I know you know Saka very well, and you can think of these games off the top of our heads. We don't know Rodrigo as well, but I'm just looking through some of his game logs here, and he has had so many performances against the likes of Cities in the late stages of the Champions League, against Bayern in the late stages of the Champions League, like against all of these teams in big games in the Champions League, and he has performed. Yes, it is for Real Madrid, and I'm not even claiming that Rodrigo is better. I think Rodrigo has his issues as well. I think it helps Rodrigo that he is overshined by Mbappe, Bellingham, and all those other stars on Real Madrid, where like he won't be the most recognized player and maybe a little bit underrated in that aspect. But he has also gone a little bit on dry spells where he doesn't score for a little bit, but that's okay just because of the sheer talent that he has around him, right? I think Rodrigo is a consistency issue, and I've heard that from Real Madrid fans themselves. He's still young, maybe in a couple years. Like a Galactico at Real Madrid will move on. Rodrigo will step up, and we'll really see how good he is.
But that's the thing. He's stepping up now. He's stepping up now.
Facts. But I'm saying
with this whole team around.
But
him.
I think there's even a level of talent above that
yes,
Rodrigo
100%.
He hasn't even touched
up before too.
It's just crazy. Saka's always the benchmark. It's just true. Oh my God. He's always the benchmark.
It's only the benchmark because we have an Arsenal fan on the pod who thinks Saka's the
second best. If you were a
Barcelona
fan, we would be bringing it up in like the Yamal debate or whatever it may be. Or we be comparing him to Barcelona.
It's just crazy
players.
you're trying to compare him.
There's a reason why Jude Bellingham said that Rodrigo is the most gifted player in that Madrid squad.
Yep. Because he's not going to hype up his teammates.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, bringing down Vinicius and Mbappe to say Rodrigo is the most gifted player in the Real Madrid squad is a big
Austin
statement.
Matthews said Jacob Slavin was the best defender in the
God,
league,
no.
and he has Chris Tanev right beside him, who is like
I just don't know hockey, and this is
no, but I'm giving you another example that other players can also hype up other fucking players.
To me because I do not understand your comparison.
Fucking damn it, bro!
I don't.
Why do you always have to bring Saka down? It's so frustrating. It's so fucking frustrating. This guy hasn't played a game in 3 fucking months, and all I hear is he's not a big game. He's not as big of a big game player.
We compare players,
Rodrigo.
man. We compare players.
No, but it's always Saka. You always
players.
fucking bring him down, bro.
Because
always.
you're an Arsenal fan. If you're a Liverpool
fucking
fan,
boy, bro. You don't understand. I saw the Matt P video. No, you don't understand. No. Fuck you. What he has done for this Arsenal team is something that I've never witnessed in football before.
Nobody is denying
that.
No,
so then when you shit on him constantly and say he's not as good as this guy, not as good as this guy, not as good as this guy, he hasn't played in 3 months, he consistently shows that he's better than almost every single person in the fucking world at his position, yet he still gets scrutinized for things that aren't even in his control. It's not totally his fault that the Arsenal haven't been to a Champions League semis or finals in the last 10 years when he's been able to play. It's not his fault that he hasn't been in an FA Cup. He hasn't even been playing in the FA Cup this season because he's been fucking hurt. It's not his fault that the team didn't buy a striker to help them win the league this season. And you're telling me that he's not available in big game moments because he's not fucking played in them yet.
Never said he was. Never said he was. Let's move on because we're literally just going around circles right
now. God, bro.
I'm not even claiming the Rodrigo over Saka thing that hard right now. He's in shambles.
I didn't think it was that.
He's in shambles.
That crazy of a take myself, but
yeah.
You're talking about this goal, right?
What?
Yes, that
Which
goal.
one?
I mean, it's a fantastic goal. No, but I'm saying Saka, it's just a cut inside on his left and shoot.
It's the pace, it's the dribbling, and it's the clinical finish. It's
Can we stick to this Real Madrid, this Madrid Atletico?
I want to
game?
give love to
Because-
Fede Valverde too because he's
Yes.
unironically one of, if not the best right back in the world right now. It's not even his primary position.
That's insane.
Unreal.
Insane. The fact
Unreal.
that he was doubtful for this game and then comes out and puts out a performance like that, worthy of a top performance, brother. He constantly proves that he is one of the top players in the world.
Probably better than Saka.
Probably. What's your problem, bro? What? What?
Nothing.
They don't even play the same position. I'll
He
compare
probably is
players.
better than Saka, like as a player.
Yeah.
He's good.
He is probably better than Saka as a player.
Saka's the
But
best
it's
player
unfair
on your
to-
team, so
He's just not. Okay, please, Blake. Can we just
Bro,
not do
can
that, bro?
we-
Like,
can we stick
can we
to the
actually pod watch out
episode?
your?
you're saying Saka would be the best player
Okay,
on
I'm
PSG?
not. I'm not. No. we're
No,
not
that's
Can
delusion.
we please stop doing this?
He thinks that Belly's better than Saka.
Never
Let's-
said that.
Let's stick to the episode.
Never
please.
said that.
So who? No. But answer my question. Answer my question.
I think Vitinha provides way more to the game than Saka would for PSG.
Brother, this is a. What are we doing
Why are you standing
here,
up?
Blake? This
Can
is
we-
a
can we
Champions
round
League
up-
review.
Why am I the only one acting like he's not fucking delusional right now? Like, what am I listening to?
Let's save this debate, please.
What am I listening to?
Let's save this
Alright, go on,
debate.
I'll sit back here. Go keep talking about your fucking delusional shit. God damn it, bro. What are we talking about?
Your mic is. You're actually not talking to the mic.
I don't even want to talk to the mic.
This is
Fuck,
crazy.
go
This
ahead.
is crazy. We're doing a Champions League roundup. man.
This is
You started this.
Yeah,
you
you-
said he was better than Saka. You started this fight.
I did, but you took it to levels that it shouldn't have been taken
Like,
to.
well, don't play martyr. You started it. Fuck. He said Vitinha. Okay, go ahead.
Do you want to
Sorry.
take 5?
No, go ahead. Because apparently, no, you guys do this too. I go crazy and then, I'm bringing it back in. No, but you want the clips or what? You want the big attitude.
No, this is
but
not
then
a clip. This is not a
It's not a
clip.
clip, is it?
It's not a clip. Saka
not?
hasn't played for months. He's kind of irrelevant to this conversation.
Okay.
You guys could have just kept talking and you keep asking me if I'm okay. So
I'm
you
just,
can go
I'm
ahead.
just making sure.
I'm
This
just
is a
heated.
3-man pod.
I'm just heated
This is a
because
3-man pod.
Apparently Saka sucks from your
Never said that.
We never,
Again.
seems
we
like
never
it.
said
He
that,
never
brother.
said that.
We
Can
never
we-
said
okay,
that,
I don't know
brother.
him, but
We
I
never
don't know.
said that, brother.
I was just saying the game in itself wasn't too great. It felt like the two teams were just doing the bare minimum. I didn't see much envy in many players on the pitch apart from Luis Diaz, Valverde, and Rodrigo on Real Madrid,
Mhm.
and maybe Griezmann and Alvarez on Atletico Madrid. I didn't. It was
Diaz.
it was quite stale. I said Brahim Diaz.
Okay. He didn't,
But I did.
you want to make a bet?
I want to make a bet 100%.
How much money?
Like why you like
$700.
$700? Play the tape back, brother.
Okay, bet.
No, 700 is crazy. I'm not rich like you, brother.
Okay, how much?
Sit down. You're blocked.
How much you want to bet on it? Bro,
It's just a Nando's.
okay, bet. Free nangs. That's crazy.
Thanks.
What the fuck is happening
Like,
this episode?
he just didn't hear me.
Bro.
I said Brahim Diaz.
Okay.
I said.
Wait, maybe
I
he
said.
said it.
I said.
I heard Luis.
I
I
said
heard Luis.
Brahim Diaz, Valverde, Rodrigo
I
on
heard
Real
Luis.
Madrid,
Anyway.
and Griezmann and Alvarez on Atletico Madrid. Anyways, let's talk about Camavinga for a second because genuinely overrated. The level that he's been producing this season has been subpar constantly. He has one good game every couple of weeks and then back to reality, back to subpar for him. I think he was totally played on that first goal on that goal for Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
And throughout the entire game, it was hard for him to keep up. It felt like a lot of balls lost, a lot of misplaced passes, a lot of times where he could have maybe played a better pass, made the wrong decision. I'm getting worried for him because the player that he was at Rennes and the stuff that we were seeing on social media and the games that I was watching for Rennes, he was proving to be one of the great midfield, one of the good midfielders that were coming out of that class, but it's starting to worry me a little bit. His level.
You have to be an insane level talent to blossom at Real Madrid. It's another reason why I'm worried for Endrick. If you're like that B tier level of wonder kid, this is not the type of team and environment that you want to try growing at. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
But Camavinga, I'm sure, has the talent and everything, but Part of me always wishes that he didn't go straight from a Rennes to a Real Madrid.
I think it's also hard that he's been asked to play in positions recently that aren't his position. The left back.
That is true. He was a
that-
kind of a utility man.
That's always
He
that's
He
always
was.
hard on a player.
It just
when they don't
bothers me
have
that
consistency.
this game specifically, he was playing in his natural position, and it was just looking
Right.
rough. On the other hand, Chouameni had a very good game, I thought. And
He's definitely one that, like, the two French midfielders from Real Madrid that they bought. He's definitely winning that battle.
yeah,
of
no,
who's
100%,
better.
100%.
And it's been like
I think
that
the
for a minute.
profile fits how Real Madrid
he's
played
just,
just better.
bigger.
And
too.
he just walks into every team in the world.
Yeah, he's just like
his size just makes it so much easier for him.
Let's give a quick little prediction for the next leg because next one will be at the Wanda Metropolitan.
Wanda Metropolitano.
But I still would give Real Madrid the advantage. I thought they looked like the better team in the big parts of this game.
I see extra time in this one, but I do probably think
Penalty
they're gonna
potential, you could say.
win. You could say. You could say.
Yeah.
7-1 Madrid.
No, I you would have to go for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I don't think Vinicius and Mbappe can pull out another stinker like they did against Atletico one more time.
Yeah.
You would expect them to turn up. But I'm excited. It's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Never
I'm really excited.
Never
No.
disappoints.
It's always box office when these two teams are playing.
Yes.
Like just
Yeah.
Real Madrid is just so fun to watch. A lot of teams
I know.
are just fun to watch right now. I feel the last couple of years we've kind of been lacking
That's true.
in the teams that like you turn on and you're just like, oh, this is so fun.
Mhm.
I blame Pep for that. But nonetheless, both of these teams actually low-key entertaining. Even Atletico, which I never thought I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about how they're kind of getting rid of their low block tactics a little bit.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, you invest in so much attacking power over the summer.
Yeah.
Julian
Alvarez,
man,
Conor
what a player.
Gallagher, Sorloth,
Yeah.
and the tactics kind of reflect that now.
What a player. Julian Alvarez, man. What
Yeah.
a goal. Yeah. Unreal. Shall we move on?
Let's do it.
Let's move on to Feyenoord Inter. And just like in our predictions, we're not going to give too much attention to this. But moving on to the Wednesday games now. This is the 12:45 one. And Inter, pretty dominant performance. Over
watched
the
that one,
Netherlands. I actually did.
Good.
I actually did. Wasn't in my best state yesterday, but
Yeah.
I did watch this one. And I thought Inter looked decent. It was actually like kind of one of my first like full Inter games I've watched this season. I'm trying to like understand what the hype is about with Inter because a lot of football tacticos saying that they have a chance to win the Champions League. And like I do low-key see it. Like their whole setup is crazy.
It's like it's fluid. It's every player just goes up and down. There's no strict position. for every
Exactly.
player.
It's the shit that you would hear like back in the day when like Cruyff was playing, where like there was literally no positions.
Yeah.
Like the entire back line and the front line would interchange as units.
I was seeing Acerbi at striker at some point in the game.
Right?
He was making runs.
Like
that I would-
Bastoni
Yeah.
is actually known for playing as like a as like a 10 for them, which is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Lautaro Martinez, Thuram getting a goal each.
Great little goal from Thuram too.
Your boy Zielinski missed a pen.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have put the tie out of reach.
Yeah,
I
it was
feel.
just a good save.
Yeah.
It was a good
And now Feyenoord are going to have to go to the San Siro, score 2 goals on a team that's only conceded 1 all tournament.
save. Yeah.
So it's essentially over. Crazier things have happened, to be fair, but it looks like we're going to see Inter in the quarterfinals, which I'm excited
Inter
for.
Bayern would be.
Inter Bayern,
Oh.
prime
Let's get into-
footy.
let's get into that
Prime
game
footy.
again.
Hey,
Good shout from you two,
thank you.
because a
Thank
lot of
you.
people had, like myself, had Leverkusen winning.
They're
Just off.
so frauds, bro.
Yeah, they might be frauds.
Like, I hate to say one season wonder, but it's given that.
Okay.
this doesn't consider them as a flop, by the way. I hope
No,
you know
I
that.
don't. I know.
Thank you.
I agree. I thought that like,
Flop it
you know
one
what?
season,
Looking
maybe.
back to my
'Cause he
prediction in
said-
September, actual layup, I could have said Bologna. Why did nobody say that
What are you talking
I
about?
feel like if you had said
when
Bologna,
we were,
it's
when
a
we were
little
predicting
bit.
Champions League flops for our preseason predictions?
Did people think
That's like a
I
little bit
guess-
of cop out. I feel like
It was a
If
little
you-
bit
if
of
you
cop
said
out. Who
Bologna,
was
we
the other
would've
one?
flamed you.
Who's the other one?
The other Italian team, Juve.
No, it was. I have, to,
Oh yeah.
I have to go to.
Oh yeah. The fact
We
that
could-
Arsenal
Yeah, that
beat PSV 7-1, and PSV knocked Juve out. That's
ridiculous.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, Bologna was a low-key layup. Same with Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Those are just like the.
Yeah, but then if you say that, I'm blaming you. Respectfully.
Girona.
Correct answer. Oh, Girona. That was the one.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah.
been a layup. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
No, man, Bayern had a bit of an off season last year. Like they're gonna win the league this season, but I don't know. You would just
You think?
expect like they're 8 points back off of or 7.8 8 points back off of Bayern in the league. I don't know. Going into this game, I thought Bayern would win. I didn't think it'd be 3. I thought it'd be a little closer, but it just seems like their hype is dying off a little bit, and I think they believe it themselves because after the game on the bench, you saw Frimpong and
Fiertz.
Yeah, and they were like heated, and that's fine. That happens, but like usually you take that into the dressing room. You don't let the media see it. So the fact that they let that get in their heads and get it out of the dressing room and it kind of spilled onto the pitch just kind of shows the vibes around that team right now.
I do agree. I kind of want to put a little bit of the blame on this game on Xabi Alonso because he didn't actually start his top goal scorer, which is weird. I don't know if he thought he was playing chess or if he thinks he's a mastermind. He definitely knows more than us. But starting Amin Adli over Patrick Schick was 22 goals this season. It's a statement against Bayern, the best team in Germany. It has to be done.
Yeah. And
it didn't pay off. So maybe I would put some of the blame on him, I think.
Interesting.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
It's weird that Bayern are this Bayern season is weird, I think.
Yeah.
They don't make top 8. They have a decent start of the season, then they fall off a little bit. I'm not too impressed with their tactics. I think Company might be a little bit of a fraud manager. But they win, which is weird.
Want to say a little shout out to Harry Kane. Proper striker's performance, especially that first goal.
I just wanted to bring something up. Blake said in his prediction, I'm going to take Bayern just off pedigree alone. You would expect Harry Kane to score a couple goals. And what does he do? He scores
that header,
a couple of goals.
Hey, what a cross from Elise. Great right winger, that.
Yeah, Elise?
Miguel.
Yeah.
Did you overrate him or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So
did you?
Yeah, why'd you say that?
I thought it was my go transfer.
I thought I was going to say great right winger, and he was going to take that as a Saka comparison.
That's fine. I'm over it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. That's why we're back in. I love you.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to get back
I love
for
you.
a little
I
bit.
love
but,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Again, can I bring up Arsenal for one last time?
Yeah,
Come
go ahead,
on.
man.
I would love Joshua Kimmich to join our club in the summer. There's been like slight links because he's
How
a
old is
free
he now?
agent. I think
He's 30 now?
Yeah, I'd love.
He's 30. Wow.
Like he could
I'm
play
getting
right
old.
back. He could play.
No, but I
I'm
feel
getting
like
old
he's been
now.
around for so long. I
He's
feel like
been-
30 is still.
He's been. Yeah, I thought he'd be.
Yeah, I feel like I thought he'd be 35 by now.
There has been like a couple links, not links, but like fan links or whatever. I would love that.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
such a good
So
player.
solid.
He's such a good player.
Yeah, so
he has a
solid.
German mentality of never giving up, always that Grinta mentality, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like in his career, he would probably accept a move because he's been there for a minute now. He's done his dues there, won a lot. So, anyway,
Valid. Okay. Anything else to say about this game? I think Bayern looking good to go through, but I wouldn't put it past Leverkusen to come back. That'll be a hell of a
Yeah, that'd be
moment.
insane. I mean, you know Leverkusen how they do it. They love to keep the suspense going.
Yeah.
An early goal on Tuesday next week, and we might be in for a classic.
Yeah.
But you would expect Bayern to win.
yeah,
Bro, who was it that had that final chance at the end of the game and put it off the crossbar? It was like a Dembele against against PSG moment where
Dembele against PSG?
Against Liverpool moment in leg 1 when Barcelona won 3-0.
Oh, really? Someone hit the bar?
Someone hit the
it
bar.
was Goretzka.
Goretzka, in like the 94th minute to make it
Yes.
4-0.
On Jamal Musiala's crazy.
Oh, beautiful skill over the defender and then squared
Insane.
it. Yeah. Will that come back to bite them? I don't know. But if it does,
at 3-0,
Leon,
at 3-0, you hope not. Fuck.
Leon, man. Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on?
I see you're wearing a nice kit, Julian.
Yeah.
How'd they do?
You know what? It's going to be a very similar conversation to the one about your club, Antoine, because we actually had some great chances in this game, and I feel like we should have come out with something.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Tad confused
Yes.
there.
We.
We?
What do you fucking mean we?
Just 'cause
Literally,
United
it
are
was
doing
the
bad
same
now,
thing.
but-
Like from minute 1, Artukoglu had a beautiful chance. Beautiful chance.
Ah, yeah, I saw,
Literally,
yep.
20 seconds
20 seconds
into the
in,
game,
Artukoglu-
it was a Chesney
Yeah.
figure tip save, and that dictated the entire game. Like that was the whole thing. Chesney, legacy performance, and fucking Rafinha, man. Every time against Benfica,
He's so good.
just gets it done for the minute. Even with 10 men, Barcelona gets it done. And this was the one in Portugal. This is the one I was like, that we had to do something in because I don't see us going to Barca and getting something. Not impossible. Don't get me wrong.
Why are you so insistent on saying us and we?
Just say Benfica.
Like, just say Benfica. bro.
Why? Why? Why?
it's hard for me to wrap my head around.
It's just
it.
a little weird,
It's
isn't it?
just
Like,
like,
I
you
don't know, man.
It doesn't sit right. Doesn't sit right.
Like, because you want to know why? Because if they weren't in the Champions League right now, we would we would never speak about them on this podcast.
I still watch them.
Are
I'd
you?
still watch them.
Yeah, you watched
Still watch them.
Liga Portugal?
Yeah, what was their last game? What was their last game? What was the score of their last game in the Portuguese league?
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
I thought a pretty big game too against Braga, one of the top Portuguese sides.
SC Braga, nonetheless.
SC Braga,
Yeah.
nonetheless, yeah. Top 4 race. Who's first in Liga Portugal?
That was hot.
It's still Sporting.
Do you know what the point difference is?
No idea.
Yeah, I think we is a little.
Anyway, go ahead. But it's crazy.
Was the first leg, or was the first game in the league phase against Barcelona? Was that in Barcelona or at the Estadio de la Luz?
It was at the Estadio de Luz. Yeah, it was literally the exact same fixture.
What's
It's-
it called?
Estadio
It's
de
the
la Luz.
Estadio de Luz. It actually
Cool.
looks exactly like the Emirates.
Really?
Yeah, like very similar. The same like architecture firm did it, but ours was done at like a third of the cost.
How do I spell lose?
L-U-Z.
Yep.
Luz.
Estadio de Luz.
Luge.
Luge.
Sorry, Luge.
Yeah.
Oh, it does kind of look like the Emirates.
He's a
yeah.
local, so he says it. He says Luge. How's Brun Lage doing? You a fan of him?
Oh my God! Over our last manager, fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah, who's your last manager?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
You knew I intro.
Huh?
Intro?
It might be. It might be.
You knew I didn't remember.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I had to,
You
had
knew
to.
I did.
Ah, that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, he's doing all right. I think it's more of the players on this team. I think are so underrated. And in a couple of years, they're going to be at big clubs, and you're going to be like, "Wow, this Benfica team from a couple of years back, they were low key something."
Fair.
Yeah.
Remember that Ajax team, bro?
Yeah, that's top of class.
Bro,
top
Hakim,
class.
it actually broke my heart when Hakim Ziyech went to Chelsea. I really
He was
liked
cooking at the beginning. He had a wand of a left foot,
him. I know.
but then he kind of dipped, just like
Yeah.
every player at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Your boy, Wojtek,
Boytek.
Tech. They call him
Yeah.
Tech now. I heard
Tech
at Barcelona.
Chesney.
They call him Tek Tech.
Oh, Tech.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
techie? Okay. Fair.
Good, great little performance.
Yeah, it was a good performance from the lad. He kind of made up for the past frailties he's been showing.
Kind of looks bad on me. I put him on my overrated 11.
Yeah, no.
But what other performances has he had? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it
Fair.
matters, bro. For his sake, I would love for him to get a Champions League trophy. I don't
He
think
never say.
Oh yeah,
doesn't have one.
fair,
Yeah. So if it's not us, I'm okay with Barca.
valid. Shall we move on to
The big one.
the big one? PSG 0, Liverpool 1.
that's what fucking Donnarumma should have done.
Can I see you're
You see what I mean? That's what Donnarumma should
That's
have
good.
done.
Okay,
We'll
anyways,
get into it. Yeah.
anyways. PSG 0, Liverpool 1. I'm just going to read off some stats to start this section off. PSG with 70% possession. 1.5 more expected goals than Liverpool. 27 shots to 2. 10 shots on target to 1. 3 big chances to 1. 3 big chances missed. And 14 corners to 2. This is what you call a domination, a smash and grab performance by
Robbery,
Liverpool.
whatever you want to call it. It's like that one guy at the casino that's on the slot machine that keeps pressing the button trying to get a jackpot, and then this random other guy walks past him, finds a token on the ground, puts it in the slot machine, and gets the jackpot. It's the best way I can describe that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's a bit of an out there thing.
a little bit of a stretch, but
I think it's a perfect
You
way
think
to
so?
describe it. Yeah.
I don't. What can I say about this game? It's start minute 1 to minute 87. PSG control the tempo, the dynamic of the game, every single zone on the pitch.
Yeah.
Liverpool do not have a sniff of the ball, and we throw it away. We throw it away. So many opportunities. Kvaratskhelia, what a player! What a player he is.
I know.
Seriously, the amount of shots that he took, the amount of good shots that he took. He doesn't shoot the ball for no reason. At some points in the game, you could sense that from certain PSG players,
Yeah.
Dembele, Doué. But Kvaratskhelia, he genuinely only takes good opportunities and shoots good shots. Every single thing that he shot, saved, offside. That red card on Konate, man, the foul, I genuinely think that's a red card.
I'm in agreement with you.
Man,
Yeah.
you put your arm is out, you have your elbow on Barcola's back.
Mhm.
What more do you want? He was saying that he's a pretty physical guy, so you have to it comes with his game.
Bro, come
but
on,
brother, like it's the last man. There's a shove in there. There's a shove in there. I'm not gonna blame the performance and the loss on that, because I think aside from that, we should be winning this game, and anyone with eyes knows that we should be winning this game regardless.
But it's a big moment.
Yeah, it's
That
a
would've
big moment
changed the
that can change the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you never know. After that moment, if it's a red card, they might drop back even more than they were, and
they probably don't
it ends
score,
0-0. That's why I don't want to blame it on that. I don't think it drives the dynamic of the game. So many chances wasted. There's so many regrets to have from this game.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of in the first 10 minutes. There's João Neves who kind of hits the ball on the top, hits the top of the ball,
Yes, and then
it
it
goes
flies
over the
over.
bar
Yeah.
from a great service from Kvaratskhelia or Dembele. Désiré Doué in the second half hits a great curler that's going towards the top bins, and Alisson makes a crazy save. Kvaratskhelia hits the Mbappe classic and goes near post.
Yeah.
Alisson, that might
Genuinely,
be.
bro, how Liverpool are trying to replace him next year with Maradashvili,
I
I have no idea.
I was about to mention, like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And on the back of that, to have one chance and Harvey Elliott score that goal on Donnarumma, lads. Donnarumma.
Oh my God, yeah.
That question has to be asked. Can you ask Donnarumma to make a decisive save in a game that matters in the Champions League? Genuinely. Is it possible to rely on him? I don't think it is. It's been 4 years now since he's had his crazy Euros, goalkeeper of the tournament, maybe even player of the tournament.
Yeah.
And ever since then, when he signed for PSG, the first year Keylor Navas was playing, so that's fine. Second year, against Real Madrid, the remontada. Third year, Bayern Munich lets in 2 easy goals on the second leg. Third year, against Dortmund last season, we remember the corner that Hummel scored to get him into the Champions League final. When, in big moments, when can you rely on this guy? And then you have Alisson on the other side of the pitch, who, by the way, as you mentioned, his contract is over next season. Liverpool already signed his replacement. Maradashvili is waiting in Valencia. He's waiting. The time is ticking. He's waiting for a spot next season to be
Go sign Alisson.
to play. He's
sign
waiting,
Alisson.
exactly. He's waiting next season to play for the Premier League champions. Alisson's done. He's off Liverpool's books next season, and he's still pulling in these performances, these top class performances that wins you Premier Leagues, that wins you games, that wins you trophies. You look at Courtois 2 seasons ago against Liverpool. That's the type of game that you need from a goalkeeper to win you trophies. What Alisson pulled yesterday, genuinely one of the best goalkeeping performances in Champions League history, I want to say.
good.
Courtois 2 years ago and Peter Cech in 2012 are up there. Alisson might just edge it over that.
Yeah.
I think it's unacceptable, Donnarumma, at this stage of his career. You've played between the sticks for PSG for 3 years now consistently. You're hyped up before that as one of the best up-and-coming goalkeepers, and you constantly disappoint. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I genuinely
There's
have had
always, whenever PSG have a kind of meltdown like this in the Champions League, there's always the same culprit at the crime scene. And I swear it's always been Donnarumma, bro.
enough. It's easy to blame it on the goalkeeper when shit goes wrong, but in this specific case, genuinely, I don't have anybody else to blame it on.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Maybe the alignment of the defense when the long ball is played, Marquinhos is kind of back and he also misses his header. He's had he played a good game, so I can't really blame him on that. But Donnarumma, I mean, you're facing 2 shots, you're letting 1 go in compared to Alisson's 27 shots and making 8 saves. It's unacceptable.
Well, I think that's the thing. When you look at it from that perspective, player for player, PSG won the battle pretty much, player for player. Salah was non-existent. Their attack was terrible. Player for player, PSG won the battle. The one player that battle was not even close to winning was Donnarumma. And when a player like Alisson does so well, you have to make that save any way, shape, or form. You
Yeah.
cannot let that goal go in.
And
So deflating.
And it sucks because I don't think at Anfield this is going to be the same game.
This is 80-20, maybe 90-10 for qualification now. You're 1 goal behind. You're going to Anfield, which is a fucking fortress.
They don't lose at
They don't
Anfield.
lose at Anfield. They're not going to pull out another stinker like this. It's impossible for them to pull out another performance like they just did. You
Yeah.
think Salah's going to do the same thing he just did? Impossible.
And they'll have Gakpo back.
And they'll have Gakpo back. Salah's at least going to better his performance. Even if he doesn't play the best, he'll play better than this. They'll control more of the ball. They'll have more of the ball at Anfield with the fans behind them. I genuinely think it's over. I don't see a way in which PSG can qualify now. It's my hope.
I wouldn't go that far, but Yeah.
I mean, if you look at PSG's DNA in the Champions League over the last fucking decade, brother, it might be 96-4 at that point, just from that alone.
This is a different PSG, to be fair.
It is a different PSG, and I haven't seen this team play so good since Ibra, Mota, Verratti, since Unai Emery days, basically. And the fact that we're still losing, we might be fucking cursed at this point. We might be cursed. We might be cursed at this point.
Matuidi? Blaise Matuidi?
Seriously, we might be cursed at this point.
Yeah.
No other way to put it.
I'm sorry, lad.
It's all right. I'm used to it, man.
I was rooting for you.
It just hurts that now, previous years, I could tell we weren't the best team in the competition. I'm not saying we're the best team right now, but there's a different aura around PSG now. You have random fans around the world. Like you wanted PSG to win, maybe because it was Liverpool, but you actually have footy fans around the world that are genuinely enjoying this PSG team and getting behind this PSG team because they're playing so well, and they still lose.
Yeah.
It's a different type of hurt that I haven't really experienced since the remontada days.
Right.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Well said.
Thank you.
That's tough. I really want you guys to go through. I really want you guys to go through. I don't want Liverpool to win the Champions League.
I hate Liverpool.
I know. Can we watch second leg together?
I don't think I'll be able to, unless I book off work. It sucks because it's daylight savings now.
Yeah, it'll be a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Game's gone.
Game's done for a
time's
couple weeks. Yeah. Yeah, that one does suck. I do think you're being a little bit too harsh on your chances for next week.
I don't.
To be fair.
Not
I wouldn't say like
if
96.
Arsenal, not 96, that was a stretch, but 80-20 I think is fair.
If Arsenal were in the same position, I would feel the exact same.
Yeah.
75-25.
Nah, bro. Liverpool can't put out a bad performance like they did. You think Slot's letting that happen? Impossible. And now they know how PSG plays, and they'll try to control the tempo.
I would have thought a performance like this for Liverpool under any circumstances would have been impossible, right?
Okay,
but you still did it once.
No, Liverpool are not this perfect. They're not the City Centurions, guys. They're not. They never have been. They're very fallible. They have issues in their team.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's been outlined by this. It was outlined when I said they're going to drop off, and they did for a little second, for like 3 games. No, but that's true. Like, they're not infallible. They're not favorites against Real Madrid. They're not favorites against even Barca. Like, they're probably favorites against Barca.
No, I don't think they are.
Well, there you go. Exactly. They're not the City Centurions. So maybe you guys do have a chance. This team isn't as infallible as people want to make them out to be just because they're so ahead in the league because they've had no competition. But they have issues. Their defense their wingbacks have not been consistently good at defending. Their midfield is still trying to figure it out. Their attack can ghost every now and again if Salah isn't on his greatest form. They have issues.
That's fair. Like,
they have issues, but
they might win the Champions League.
Also, can we talk about one thing?
Yeah.
Like, unless you have something else to say
I'm
about
done.
PSG Liverpool. I've heard some debate over the past week that this is the worst Premier League season of all time. Have you seen this? From your boy, Matt P.
No, it's just not. It's not. I think it's one of the better ones.
For real. I think overall, I think Premier League, like, sure, there's not much of a title race. Sure. But there's not much of a relegation battle.
So
what
is there to play for?
There's an amazing top 4 race. You have all of these underdog teams doing amazingly. I mean, from a neutral perspective, United and Spurs doing terrible is pretty entertaining.
Yes. Yeah. From an Arsenal perspective, I can see how Arsenal fans are saying that it's not.
Absolutely.
It's but from a neutral perspective, you just cannot say that. You have Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Brighton, even Fulham fighting for top 4 at this point. The top 4 race is so tight. You have 5 points between 4th and 10th.
And if you look beyond the Premier League, this is an amazing season for football. La Liga, amazing this year. Serie A, close as ever. The Bundesliga has been entertaining. When have we said that? Even Liga and PSG has been entertaining. In the Champions League with the new format and all these entertaining teams, maybe we don't have like a juggernaut at the top, like a Man City under Pep's system, but just the sheer entertainment that we're getting from these teams and their play styles. Oh my God.
This is an
I've been loving football this season, even as a depressed United fan. And that is saying something.
You have not. That's so copium. You have hated watching football for so many weeks. You come into this podcast all depressed. You just accepted the fact that you're shit now that you can say that. But for you to say that you've enjoyed it the whole season is such a lie. You've come on this podcast more times than not, absolutely hating your life.
I love United, but I also love football. All right. when United does terrible on a Saturday, I'll watch an El Clasico on Sunday and it'll cheer me up a little bit just because I like watching entertaining football.
Sure.
Now, if you're more biased towards Arsenal and nothing else going around in the football world can cheer you up or make you look at it positively from a neutral perspective, then fair enough.
Well, it's also different because we're in a different title race and it was over and you guys don't really have much to play for. So if you lose compared to when we lost, it is different. Not to be a dick.
I would say at this stage of the season, neither of us have something.
At this
much to play for.
stage, it's the same.
Yeah.
But I'm saying before.
Of course.
Well, I see where you're coming from. When you don't watch United and you watch other teams play, it's most of the time it's good. It's good football.
I don't think it's been the worst. I think the only argument is the title race has been over and the relegation race. So like the two things that you really, really look for at the end of the season to like get the vibes high have been shit. But ultimately, there has been a lot of good moments in this season.
Valid.
Also, can I say something else randomly? Because we're done with all the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go back to my. I love just rehashing different arguments now.
No, go on.
I want to go back to my argument about club versus country.
Oh.
Okay.
Like
this is from a long time
Yeah.
ago. That
So
it's
my
like
opinion,
a 2-year-long
my
debate.
opinion hasn't necessarily changed, but it's shifted
okay.
on the fact that I cannot compare the two anymore. That they need to be separate entities, and I'm gonna try my hardest to stop saying one's better than the other. Because after Canada played in the Four Nations Cup and dog walked the 11th province, there was a shift in me that realized that the country and the pride aspect of watching your nation win something,
It's
it's different. It's different than and it's just a different feeling altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying they're now completely different in my mind, and they do not have an intersection besides the sport they play.
Wow.
He's admitted it.
That's a hill that you've died on after 2 years. One of our first ever clips during the World Cup was him debating club
it?
versus country.
Really?
Swear to God.
I think I remember it actually.
Don't play with me. I'll bring it up
I think
right
I-
So
now.
I
I'm just okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Good.
I can admit when I'm wrong. What is the worst part?
Oh my god, I edited this.
What is one period of club football?
This is from 2 years ago.
Oh my god, I hate this. The international. So when all of you
Oh my God.
motherfuckers
This is
go-
bad. This is bad. This is
Yeah,
bad.
I know.
Delete it. No. Take it down. Take it down.
But
Anyway.
can we appreciate how far we've come?
Yes,
We
we
have
did.
come far.
We've come far.
Now your video's about to hit 2 mil. Nas
Is it?
video might hit 3 mil.
Good.
We've just hit 30K on
Blake's video
on
might
TikTok.
probably will hit 1 mil.
You think? Oh yeah.
I definitely think so. The rise has been on good.
I like that now if you go into our most popular TikToks, it's like 50-50 on how much is like our current clips and how much is still like footy tic-tac-toe.
Funny reaction. Here's the
But you can't knock that phase.
Loki,
of,
no, those are fun.
you
Those
can't
are
knock
fun.
that phase
No.
of the real football pod down because that's low key what got us started.
Yeah,
That is low-key
that's
what
It's
got
just
us
low key
started.
fun to
That's what
make
drove
fun of it. It's so fun.
that
to do.
that
Yeah.
gave us the dream.
It
Yeah,
did.
that did give us the dream.
It did.
It sold us. It
It took us a couple of years to
lock back in.
really
Yeah.
get back
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
that. Like especially looking back at the show we were making a year ago.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's poor.
But
It's
anyways,
okay, we're here.
We're happy
We
with
here.
what we have now.
we here, baby.
Anyways, yeah,
We
I
here.
can admit when I'm wrong.
I think recording the pod might have been the best decision
Yeah, it's
that
so good.
you've ever made.
Ew. I didn't want to touch the Benfica bag.
Did you guys see Paulo Fonseca getting banned for 9 months?
Just no, but that's
What's-
crazy.
Yeah, what's the context?
So basically,
behind
Lyon were playing Brest, and some
Pair of good teams there.
yeah, good one. Some
that? Such a child.
Nice looking.
there was like
Such a
some
child.
some VAR call where the referee had to check a penalty, and Fonseca was obviously upset about it. So he goes up to the referee and puts his face like right in his face, like almost headbutts him. And that pretty much that's what banned him. That's what got him banned
9
for
months?
9 months.
That's crazy.
9 months because the referee felt that he was going to headbutt him,
All right.
quote unquote.
But
Game is gone.
if a player did that, would he get banned for 9 months? Probably. No.
Not 9 months. Cunha is still waiting on a ban for doing that to a player.
Yeah,
I guess
but
it's not
to
to
a-
a ref, but
Yeah, that's
still.
weird.
So he's not allowed to go into the changing rooms for however long.
Wow.
I probably like there might
So
be
at
no.
what point does he just get sacked?
Are they gonna-
Just cut the
That's what I was
losses?
Are they
saying. He's
gonna
not
appeal
able
it?
to access the Lyon changing room before, during, and after games until September 15th.
Wow.
This is a manager that just got signed for Lyon after they've sacked 2 previous managers remember last season, Lyon in 2023, they were flirting with
Yikes,
relegation for a good little bit. Then Pierre Sage came in and he kind of transformed them, brought them to Europe. Now they're in the Europa League. And so it was looking good. And then beginning in 2025, it wasn't looking too good. They bring in a different manager, and now Paulo Fonseca is banned.
Can they appeal it at all? Probably, right?
I don't think they can.
Damn.
I think it's
Usually there's a process, but no.
I think that was the process. I think
Wow.
I think banning him for 9 months was the process.
It might be over.
Damn.
Suspended from the
And
touchline
it's
until
expensive
November.
to sack a manager.
It is.
Yeah.
Lyon's in big trouble now because remember
Yeah,
they
I
also
know.
have that provisional relegation in
Right.
Yeah.
flirting with their club.
Forgot
So
about that.
he's suspended from the touchline until November 30th, 2025, and banned from the changing room during, before, and after games until September 15th.
It's crazy.
Not looking good for Lyon.
Damn.
Shit. Damn, man.
Predictions falling down the drain, eh?
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
see.
your
We'll see
Europa
after.
League
We'll,
prediction.
we'll see after today.
Do we have any bingo card updates? I don't think so.
We hit a mill on a
Yeah, that
video.
one.
I don't
Oh!
think we've crossed that off.
Did we not cross that off?
I don't think we did.
It's been like a month, but yeah,
We've hit 1 million videos now.
casually.
Casually.
Bingo card update. We hit 1 million on a video.
Yes,
Way!
I'll put that in there.
Good.
Is there anything else? I'm trying to look at the bingo
I think
card.
we're done.
Can't find it.
Little
We need to get a
Ralph-
footballer on a pod soon, guys.
Sorry?
We need to get a footballer on a pod soon.
True.
Soon.
True.
Is that one of them?
That is one of them.
Oh my god.
Like a footballer or like a footballing like personality.
You know what's not gonna happen?
Yeah, that might not happen.
Blake comes back. Yikes. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you know what else is on there?
Mm.
6YB live streams.
Yes. Well, when we get the
Yeah.
don't want to spoil it, but
Potential. I don't know if we'll be able to. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Live watch.
We
We'll
Could
see.
also live stream from here. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
I know what
Anyways,
the bingo
boys.
card is. I can't find it.
Before we head out, just a couple more things. I want to just more to you, Antoine, in place of our FPL roundup, since there hasn't been a week.
No.
How you been finding your transfers and
Why are we
your
doing-
strategy this week?
So this week the manager of Macaroni and Cheese told me that he was going to go to Cancun for a little bit. As it was, Champions League break. There
Okay.
hasn't been Premier League games in a little while, so he hasn't really thought of it. He's more in that vacation mindset. But once he's
That's
back,
valid.
he'll definitely touch into that.
Yeah, it's a deadline on Saturday morning, but
Yeah,
there's
6
like a
a.m.
bunch of like it's giving me a headache.
Is it?
I won't lie.
Usually he manages those headaches pretty well. So we'll see how he does. I don't have any doubts in him.
because there's a lot of criticism right now to the establishment because a lot of managers are trying to plan out for future game weeks, but we don't. Unlike previous seasons, we actually don't know what games are going to happen, what games are going to be rescheduled, what are there going to be blanks, are there going to be doubles
Yeah.
in certain places.
Right.
So it's tough to plan out provisionally when you don't know what games are going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit mad at the establishment at the moment.
That-
I think the
that's-
commissioner is like on thin ice himself.
I think
And-
actually the commissioner might have seen Macaroni and Cheese's manager in Cancun. I think that's why there's so many
Wow.
games rescheduled and all that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
So, you okay? But yeah, ever since Shia manager left the league, it's been looking really stale.
It's like a ghost town,
Yeah.
And he was always there to prop me up when I was feeling bad about
Uh-huh.
my managerial expertise.
Uh-huh.
And it was like when Sheffield was in the Premier last season, and it was almost so bad that it was good. So now it just doesn't hit the same.
It just doesn't. You
Doesn't
don't
hit the
get
same.
that gratification, that satisfaction every week knowing that
Yep.
Shia pulled out another stinker. You know?
I know.
I had a good February, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you resigned in February, so that's a great February from you.
All right. Is there anything else to talk about? I think we wrap this up
I
now,
think
boys.
We're done.
Okay. We're at an hour and 7.
Good little pod.
It's a good
I
little
enjoyed that
pod.
one.
We haven't been going like too long on pods this week, which I don't even mind.
Yeah, there wasn't really much to talk about on Monday, so I was fine with that.
Exactly.
I
If
feel
we
like
had
we
to-
had to pod today.
If we had to combine the two episodes, we'd be going over an hour 20.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But anyways, quick predictions for United game in an hour.
Sociedad's a good little team. At home as well.
I
1-0 Sociedad.
I really hope they get absolutely battered.
Yeah.
Who does Sociedad have?
Who did what?
Who does Sociedad have?
When? What do you mean?
What players?
Oh,
does
what
Sociedad
players do they have?
It's a
A
wonderful
little
question.
Zubimendi in there.
Martin. Oh right, that's he's also
Oh,
supposed to be an Arsenal player.
Yeah, their team has definitely regressed within. If you're looking from a couple years ago, but
They are
Who else they have?
ninth. They are ninth
mostly,
in
yeah,
yeah,
Martin
La
Zubimendi.
Liga.
Ramiro in net.
Alex
If you-
Ramiro?
Yeah. Oskarsson at striker.
Right. Yes.
I'm
Oh, they
not-
have a Gerd.
I'm not too familiar.
Is his first name Oscar? Isn't it Oscar Oscarson?
Wow, what a name! They
Is
still
it?
have. They still
Ori,
have.
Ori Oskarsson. That was close.
They still have Alvaro Odriozola. That is a name that's been there for
Wow.
a while. Who
Yeah.
else do they have? Yeah, Zubimendi, obviously. This Russian guy, Zakarian. I think he's something. Or Yazabal, of course, Euros winner. Takefase Kubo. Cannot forget.
Why'd you look at me when you said that? He like looked at me for like did I say that right? That's what it gave. Why'd you do that?
You know what I'm
Did
running-
he say it right?
You know the Sidemen clip. You know the Sidemen clip of
Yeah, the
Harry
Vic,
gets.
the Vic one. Yeah.
I got curry on my shirt.
Oh yeah.
Pants the
Why you
Vic.
bend it to me?
Why you bend it to me, bro?
All right. Anyways, no reason. Just trying to get you involved. They have a Suriname player in their team. Didn't know those existed there.
Miles is in here, so fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Draw.
Draw.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, everybody, this has been another episode of the Real Football Podcast, your Champions League edition, extended.
What? Episode of what?
Oh shit.
Did you actually say it?
Yeah, I actually said it.
Unbelievable.
Wait, to be
Damn
fair,
it!
It's really we were just talking.
We
about
were
it.
just talking about the Real Football Podcast that you
Unbelievable.
brought up as well.
That's not my fault.
Do we have listeners now that doesn't know what the Real Football Podcast is?
Probably.
Do we think?
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, shit. Hopefully.
Only the OGs know.
Yeah.
What can I say? Anyways, everybody, this has been another episode of the 6-Yard Box
Thank you.
Podcast.
Thank you.
Champions League edition, second part of the week edition. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, do all of those shenanigans. Watch out for our clips in the next couple of days. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating and let us know. What should they let us know?
What was the best take of the day?
What was the best take of the day?
Obviously, Saka is the best right winger. Okay.
And with that being said, everybody, again, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you all in a couple of days. Goodbye.
We out.
See ya.